Welcome to the Powers of Mind Hour. I'm Brother Malcolm. Many of you have asked me, why do I do the work that I do? Why am I on the path to enlightenism and divine self-knowledge? Well, one of the things is that I have been told by others, and I believed it, that I was a black person, black man in the United States of America, and there were certain systems that were created to prevent me from being a powerful person. And no matter how much I tried and studied and read all of the things that others had taught me, I realized that I was in a circle. I was going in a circle. And that I was unable to get any power or any knowledge independently from what other people have told me or taught me. So I want to say to all of you today that I was born into illusion just like the rest of you. I wanted to find power like all of you. I wanted to find out about God. So I wanted to ask myself, what is it that God can do for me that I've heard about? And throughout my life, I have never been able to get the answers because all of the answers led me to somebody else and someone else's interpretation about God. So I wanted to know what my relationship can be independently of what others have told me, based upon the form that I'm in and what other people have told me. So I remember the biblical verse, seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be opened unto you. What did that mean to me? Well, I decided to seek within my mind for the light of God consciousness in me. And I wanted to know, could I have a real understanding of this consciousness, God consciousness, without someone else's interpretation of telling me what it means to seek and you shall find and knock and the door will be open. Obviously, it's a metaphor. I didn't have time for metaphors. I needed knowledge. I needed to know something direct. So I searched within myself, had a journey in my mind where I imagined myself being colorless, faceless, and formless, doing countless meditations and experiences with being in solitude with myself and my consciousness of being colorless, faceless, and formless. And working out the things that were separating me from myself. What was separating me from myself? Other people's knowledge, other people's information. What was separating me was the things that I had read and believed in. All of the philosophies and psychology and all of the things and religion that I have studied separated me from who I am inside. And I was unwilling to let go of it because I didn't want others to criticize me. I really didn't. I wanted to be a part of the collective mindset that depended upon illusory knowledge. Even when I saw breakthroughs in my life about being an African American and what the new African American man was about. It was just the beginning of the journey, folks. It was just opening up myself to see who I am, what kind of problems I have. I've written about a lot of things about my life, so my life is basically an open book because I've chronicled all of my journey and my experiences in the books of the New African American Man, Let There Be Life, Seeds from the Ashes, and Enlightenism. Talks about the journey. Talked about the journey of a black man in the United States of America. Even though some of the language didn't say explicitly this is what it was about. Do I follow the path of those that preceded me? Marcus Garvey, Frederick Douglass, W.E.B. Du Bois. Do I follow those? Do I follow Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and all of the other people that were seeking freedom because they looked like me? In many instances, they thought like me, that we were struggling for freedom. That's been the mantra that we have had. It's the struggle for freedom and equal rights. And then we pick it up. Each generation picks up the baton and takes it to the next generation. Well, it never reached me in a sense that I could feel good about myself. I was left with the conclusion at the end of the work that I had done up to a point that I'm going to have to leave it for somebody else. Why would I leave something to somebody else when I'm in the pain? I needed to find out about me, about who I am. I'm not interested in leaving anything to somebody else until I fix what is happening in my mind, in my life. I need to have something of worth to leave to someone. I need to leave, if I'm going to leave something to someone, leave love, peace, and clarity. And I did not possess that in my mindset. Didn't have peace, didn't know how to love, and I didn't have clarity. So where is it coming from? And that's when I began the inward journey of searching. To get off of the crowded road, which was a metaphor that I used in the New African American Man book. Getting off of the crowded road, searching within yourself for something else. Something else, another power, another way to think and live. And that's what I'm encouraging all of you today to do. Search within yourself. Seek it, and you'll find it. And then the door is a metaphor for divine self-knowledge. That's the metaphor. Knock, and the door will open, and divine self-knowledge will enter into your life. It's not going to be magical, folks. There are no epiphanies in change. So I want to tell you this right now. There are no epiphanies that you have. So that I had an epiphany like Saul walking down the road and so forth. He became Paul. There's nothing like that happens. Why? Because you have to discover that which you have separated yourself from. What have you separated yourself from? Yourself. And what is yourself? You are divinely created, colorless, faceless, and formless, whole, perfect, and complete. You took on an awareness of being that defined you by race and color, gender, age, religion, status, and those other things. And that separated you from yourself, from the divine self-knowledge within you. That's why I'm on the journey. I am on the journey to separate myself from the illusory knowledge and connect myself to divine self-knowledge within me. And I encourage all of you to check out the information within yourself. I am a vessel, just like all of us. But I decided to seek something different, to travel on a different road. And that's the road to divine self-knowledge. Check out my work. Tune into the broadcast. Become a participant in the sense of, if you desire to let go of what you have been taught by others and you desire to seek another path, there is another path, and we can all join on that path, sharing information and ideas, not criticizing people. See, not being critical of what has happened in your life, not being critical of the things outside of you that you believe have power, but discovering the peace, the love, and clarity within yourself, then this is the place where we can do it together. This is an opportunity that I'm creating for myself, and I'm extending it to all others. We're putting up a new website called the National Bible Society. It will be the Church of Divine Self-Knowledge. I'm using this because it's language, and we want it to be different. We do not see it's nothing inherently wrong or right about any of the things we disagree with. What has happened is that we think the people that represent the beliefs and values that we hold dear, like spirituality and knowing something, and religion, knowing something about God, it's not to criticize anybody. It's to see what you can do for yourself that's different than what they're doing. What can you do differently? How can you interpret the information that they're using different from the way they are interpreting? And that's what this journey is about, folks. I'm Brother Malcolm. Go to our website, nationalbyesociety.org. Check it out. And also go to the YouTube broadcast, Brother Malcolm Kelly. The website will be updated shortly, but you can check it out now and see some of the information we're doing. Check back with me on my next episode, Powers of the Mind, a spiritual journey into divine self-knowledge. Spiritual journey into divine self-knowledge, and I'm Brother Malcolm, and thank you for stopping by and giving me the opportunity to share these insights with you on Enlightenism and divine self-knowledge. Have a great day, folks.